the Caterhams are on track and the MGs have cleared the Parc Ferme area, so back to you, Chaz, for the grid. Oh, is Chaz taking a little pop out the door, I wonder? Can't see him up there in the box at the minute, so the Caterhams will be round onto the grid very shortly. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy of the grid, so I can't help you with that one.
Right then, time for potentially the most lively race of the day. And yes, it can be just as lively as the trucks were earlier. I'll get you your Caterham grid.
I'm glad you're back, Chaz.
Me too. I just had to leg it up the stairs.
Just looking for the entry list myself, so if you're back up there, no doubt you can run through the grid quickly.
I'll try and be as quick as I can.
You've got one.
We have 30 cars in this one, so Gideon Wilkinson is going to be on pole position. Jonathan Ems alongside, that's cars 99 and 83. Then it's Richard Lambert in car 26 alongside Jonathan Moore, car 47. Excuse me. Colin Loughlin is in car 85 in 5th, ahead of Aki Hussein, car 92. Then it's Neil Sturgis, car number 9. Robert Appleton, car 93. Kevin Barrett, car 1, alongside Paul Fielder, 101. And it's Jamie Winrow, 46. Daniel Hamilton, 84. 21 Roger Ford lines up alongside 34 Neil Evans, and it's Simon White in car 57 ahead of Martin O'Hara. 112 is Andrew Whitten with Lydia Gold in 65. Simon Griffiths in car 16, he's back out after damage yesterday. James McCall in car 50 is next up. And it's Ben Winrow in 24, Merton Wood, car 13 ahead of Harry Kramer 121, Robert Warner 58, Alaric Barney in 60, and it's Richard Clegg car 76. We then have Mark Treadwin in car 4 ahead of Keem Raymond in car 15, followed by Barry White in car 66 and John Benfield at the back of the grid. We've got a yellow flag being waved on the pit wall. I think someone's maybe stalled it or something, or had an issue. Not 100% sure why. Got a quick response from the marshal to get the flag waved. They might send them round again, you know, because of that. But we're a few minutes ahead. The race was due to be green flagged at 3:45. We're currently at 3:42. Trust me, those 3 minutes make all the difference. 25-minute race this one as well, so it's going to be full of action, very lively. Now this is a non-championship race, so this is literally, oh, there's a car actually, it's managed to drive through and is going to go into the pit lane by the look of it. Now I thought the car had had an issue and wasn't able to move, but under its own power the driver has managed to get it off the grid, which is a very interesting one. I think that might have been, trying to figure out who's alongside them, from the 5th row.
Car number 1 from the Sigmax.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was from the 5th row of the grid. It was on the right hand side. We've actually lost the car number 9 as well, that would have been starting in front of them, which is Neil Sturgis. So we're already 2 cars down. But yeah, as mentioned, this is a non-championship race, this one, so it's literally just for fun for these guys. So they've paid to be in an extra race for the weekend. They're already here on the day. You might as well, haven't you? Now we've got marshals approaching drivers, telling them something. Probably just walking along, whispering into the roll cage, it's coming home. They've gone through the Sigmaxes now. Probably just telling them the start procedure or something, maybe saying, although I don't think they'd do that if it was the Sigmaxes, because they'd just say the lights will go out and you can go. So something being communicated here. The 135s at the back of the grid are also being told as well. So just to recap everybody, we have 3 classes in this race. We have the Sigmax cars, the 150 cars, and the 135s. Now they can all be identified by different stickers that they have on their roll cages, which aren't all completely easy to see. Sigmax ones are red and the 150s are yellow. Not 100% sure on what colour the 135 stickers are. I can't see any from where I am at the moment. Either way, the green flag is waved at the back and we're ready to get the race underway. We wait for the lights to come on. They've been given a green flag lap, that's what they would have been told then. So it's not the actual race start here, they're just being told to go around, although some of them at the front were definitely under race pace there. They're certainly racing each other at the very front of the field. Now, I hate to call on this, but we had a similar situation last year here with the Caterham Academy, where they were told they'd have a green flag lap and then they'd come back round and they had marshals in the middle of the grid ready to line them up, but they are racing away and the timer is ticking down as well, so I think the race is officially underway via the green flag, but I'm not sure that all of the cars completely understood the instruction there. I'll wait for them to come back round and see what happens, I suppose. But yeah, last year we had marshals ready to line the cars back up on the grid again, but the whole field came round on what was meant to be a green flag lap at race pace, and the marshals had to very, very quickly run out of the way last year, which was a very difficult situation to be witnessing. Yeah, it looks like we're all good. There's definitely cars further down the order that think that this is a warm-up lap though. They're weaving and going slowly at the back of the field. I can't see marshals. Yeah, we have yellow flags in front, but there's green flags everywhere else. That's a very, very odd situation that has come about. And yeah, like I say, very, very odd one indeed. So I think they're being told to line up on the grid again. The 83 has come around the final corner, probably unsure what to do. And he's just driven across the line. We've got a car now stopped on the start-finish line. Take your pick, everybody. What do you think's happened? Is this a good time to get our Mexican wave going in the grandstand? Oh, well, it's not the first time I've seen Caterhams do something like this, which I must explain. We've now got even the officials coming back up at the tower. I don't know what's going on. I've got no clue whatsoever, boys. No clue whatsoever. Should we just roll the dice and see who wins?
Well, I thought I'd just nip out the back and take a little break, and look what you've done to it. Chads, what's going on?
I've just been told by an official here, thank you very much, mate, that they were going to send them on a green flag lap and they were going to come back and line up on the grid again. But the guys at the front, for some reason, I don't know why, they were told by the marshals, we're going to wave the green flag and you're going to come up and line up again. They started racing. So the people further back were doing the right thing.
I guess that's what they were being told.
Yeah, but we've only had one car go through, I think.
But the race never starts on the green flag lap. So
no, well that was it. They were told the timer was going to start when they started the green flag lap.
Which is normal. Sometimes I've seen that before, because they have an allocated space in the timetable, so that would run regardless. I
just want to say, I feel very sorry for the driver in car 83 right now, which is Ems, that's just come back around after doing a full lap at a reduced pace to find that everybody else is now sat on the grid. There's a big bit of FOMO right now, which is fear of missing out.
He thought he had a fantastic start when he looked in his mirrors and he couldn't see anybody.
The other driver is Moore that started fourth on the grid. Now, they're going to feel very, very silly right now, I have to say. But, you know, like we've said, that's what they would have been told. You know, we're going to give you a green flag lap. The timer's going to start. Come and line back up on the grid. They told everyone else. The message clearly got through to the majority, but this is one of those wonderful and strange little moments that you get in motorsport, everybody, where it doesn't quite go to plan every single time.
The big telltale is the green flag, of course. So, because the race would never start on the green flag, it would start on the lights going out, or if the lights had failed, it would start on the union flag. So
exactly.
There's no accounting that the race did actually start, really.
Yeah. Oh, caterers.
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh well.
Boys will be boys.
Well, we've still got a massive amount of fans out here as well, which is great to see. You know, there's everybody all the way around the bank and all the way to the grandstands to my right. The clouds have certainly moved in. There's a little bit of rain in the background. I'm wondering, we're going to get, we've got a 30-second board now. But the timer is continuing to tick down. That's the important thing to note here. So the race, no matter how it gets underway. Now the green flag is waved, so that means green flag lap. So they will come back round to line up on the grid again. And you can see a lot of them at the back aren't really sure, are we racing again? Are we doing this properly now or not? But like you say, they should know the green flag lap is the green flag lap. They will not start the race with a green flag.
Well, our man in the pit lane has now joined the back of the grid as well. Now, whether that should have happened or not, I'm not sure, because surely from the pit lane you start at the race start, not at the start of the green flag.
I think maybe he's just going to join the back of the grid.
Well, I guess that would be the obvious thing to do now, is to park him up on the back of the grid, regardless of where he is on the grid.
Oh well. It is what it is.
Or will be revealed later.
We'll find out. There's going to be a race at some point, everybody.
Look on the bright side, it's not raining.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Well, it does look like there's a bit of rain behind me here at the back of the commentary box over the hills, but doesn't seem to have
Looks
got
like
here
our
yet.
show trucks are starting to depart. We're getting a lot of excited air horns and various things down here, so hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've had the good look round those. One or two of them putting their lights on and various bits and pieces that they've got. But as they depart Thruxton after a great weekend.
I imagine a lot of us will see them on the journey home later as well, which will be a good sight. I've got quite the journey back up to Cheshire, only a few miles from Alton Park. I'm wondering, for a bit of fun, if I can get the attention of everybody in the grandstands at the final corner over here at the commentary box, and whether we can actually give a Mexican
we're just
wave
wondering what's happening again, because marshals have now just run out onto the grid. They weren't on the grid, so
yeah, they're just going to line them up on the grid.
We're going to line them up now on the grid, and then we'll start the race, no doubt.
I'm wondering whether we get a Mexican wave going at the final grandstand.
Go on,
for a lap.
just
Why
get
not?
on with it.
So if we go from left to right, can everybody see me in the commentary box? Anybody give me a quick wave? Right, are you ready for this? Now I've got pretty much everybody's attention. We're going to have to do this pretty quickly. So from the left to the right, ready? Go! Do it. Big Mexican wave. There you go. That's why it's good to have fans back. Thank you very much.
Can we get it right down the bank or not?
Oh, let's try. Yeah, everyone on the bank. Can you see me in the commentary box up here in the tower? Yep. Right, let's go from right to left with you lot, shall we?
Yeah, there's
ready?
a few hands
Go.
going up in the air.
Go
There's
on.
not many
From
jumping
right
up
to
and
left.
down and dancing. There we go, look.
This is part of the fun
How
of it.
far did it go? Did it go around the other side through Allard? I don't think it did.
I don't think it went all the way
You've got to try
round.
harder.
Let's do it again, right? All the way around Allard.
Don't
Can people
forget
at the
Allard.
first corner see me as well? Give us a quick wave, if you can. I'm over here in the White Watchtower on the very far side. I don't know if they can see me. We'll give it another go on the bank. Go on, from right to left. Go on. We're not quite as coordinated as we would be in a football stadium, but apparently we're allowed less fans than them, so stuff them. Right
Good
then.
to see everybody enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
That's the main
That's it. Thank you for getting involved, everybody. Oh, they're all ready for me to do it again on the right here, I think.
Oh, go on, get on with it. One more. You'll get it in before they start this race. It could be another 3 laps yet.
You know. Well, the time is ticking down, so it was going to be a 25-minute race, now 15 as we tick under that. But yeah, it's the number 1 car that you mentioned before that's actually rejoined the race again now, which is good to have. So, we'll finally get this race underway. The green flag is waved at the back, not the front of the grid. 5-second board is shown. The lights come on.
And we've got a race.
And we've got a race. We're underway. All
The
the
83 car it is that get away, but a good start off the second row from the 26 car. That goes up into second position, and the pole sitter down into third.
They all just jump into life, don't they, Caterhams off the line. Huge pack of them flying down towards turn 1. There's a blackbird sat on the fence right in front of the camera.
I think it was
live
Elwood,
stream.
was it, on pole?
I don't think it was Elwood. No, it's a different front end on Elwood's car. He's got the neon orange round it. I think he's a bit further back in the field. He started. Actually, I don't even know if he's in this one. You know, because there's only a few from each class in this race. They only they sign up to this one as part of their weekend. But yeah, it looks like Elwood maybe not in this. But it's a very similar car because it's black with the roll cage in fluoro orange. But yeah, it doesn't have the orange grille on the front like Elwood's car did. Still, the whole field streams their way round Goodwood, down through Village towards Church. Don't forget, everybody, after this we still have 3 races. We've got the British Truck Racing Championship, last race of the weekend, Welsh Sports and Saloon Car Championship, then the Lancaster Insurance MG Owners Club Championship. But the Caterhams will provide the entertainment right now as there's a battle for the first number of positions. Now I've got to figure out which class is which. It's obviously going to be the Sigmaxes leading the way. Bit of argy-bargy on the way into the chicane. And it's the number 26 machine of Lambert that leads them from the 99 of Wilkinson, then Ems in the 83. There's a bit of shenanigans here at the chicane as there's a humongous train of them all together coming down towards you, John.
Yeah, they're going past here 4 abreast, some of them. Oh, there's someone going through very quick indeed. And I know the car, it's a light blue one, but I can't think who it was.
Yes, is that Winrow?
Yeah, it is Jamie Winrow's car, I think, the 46 car.
He's getting 12 places in the first lap.
Blue with an orange roll cage, not quite as bright as the one we know from the race. Oh, there's a lot of brake dust, a lot of brake smoke down at the complex, but I think everybody's gone through there, believe it or not.
We've only lost 1 car so far, which is the 101, but I think Fielder was one of the ones that didn't start the race, potentially, although, yeah, I had him alongside Barrett on that 5th row of the grid, so not quite sure what's happened there. But yeah, 12 places gained for Griffiths, 12 places gained for Winrow. Absolutely flying at the moment in the Sigmaxes. Now, they started further back by the look of it, so it looks like the grid was a little bit mixed up in terms of their times, which is rather interesting. I'm not quite sure what the criteria was for the grid, but we've got 135s ahead of 150s and Sigmaxes as well, so it's just an overall race for a bit of a laugh, this one. Lambert still leading it, but it looks like Wilkinson's going to try and go around him. It looks like he's already got it done, actually, by the time they get into the braking zone for the club chicane. And Griffiths is now up to 4th in the white, black and yellow number 16 car. He was incredibly quick in the earlier races yesterday as well.
Well, it's still the 99 car from the 26 car as they go across the line here. So I'm looking further back. That is the 58 car going through now, which is Rob Warner.
Yeah, he's gained 6 places on that previous lap as well. Winrow didn't actually gain any, but he's at the front of that train. He just needs to break away from it now. We've got a car coming around the final corner slowly. Is the number 13 machine of Wood, seemingly having a difficult time of the chicane, but gets back underway. I think he was a little bit off the pace yesterday, so just getting some time in the car at the moment to improve his pace. But the number 24 of Winrow, which is the yellow car, there are 2 Winrows, it's Jamie and Ben Winrow. Ben is in the yellow car, Jamie's in the blue car, which is number 46. And the pair of them incredibly quick, like very quick. Both really exciting to watch in their respective categories. It's an awesome train of them all together for the lead. Once again, it's all compacted back together. 10.5 minutes left to go. It's hard to pick who's going to win this one. Griffiths in the white car down the inside on the way into the final corner. Gets it stopped beautifully. Hits the apex. Takes it through the chicane. Griffiths leads the race. Wilkinson second place in the 99 car. Then it's the 46 of Winrow up into 3rd place already.
Not anymore, he's up to 2nd. I think they're side by side as they go round Allard. Maybe not quite just got the advantage as they come down towards the chicane, but they're still side by side and keeping the foot right flat on the floor.
Ben Winrow is the one in the yellow car as well. He's actually in that train already now. He's got away from one train, caught up with the next, and he's into what position is that overall? Actually, Ben Winrow's 7th at the moment, 2nd in his class, only to Griffiths, who's leading the race overall. Oh, we've had cars off actually on the way down towards Noble. We've had a bunch of them off together. I've just seen the images from the live stream. Unfortunately, it's McCall that's lost loads of ground, and he was a very dominant winner.
The 60 car back, 50 car, sorry.
That is McCall. Yeah, He dominated the race
I
earlier.
don't think he's been involved in an incident, but certainly the car sounds okay.
He's had a big dent in the exhaust on
Oh
the
yeah,
right.
no, yes, he's had a little bit of contact, you're right.
Yeah, he went. I think it was off before Noble. He was on the very, very long, fast right-hander after Seagrave. But your race leader at the moment, Griffiths, doing a fantastic job. Ben Winrow in the yellow car is flying through the pack. He's just behind Wilkinson right now. Gets up into 4th spot overall, so the two Winrows going very well indeed. Look at that yellow car go, John. He is on a mission now, and he's got the other Winrow in front of him. And then Griffiths.
He's up to 3rd. He's gone through to 3rd position, so the chase is on now for the pair in front.
Cracking stuff. We've got another train of them a little bit further back here, headed up by, I think it's Barney in the number 60 machine it is, and then he's got 68 just behind, which is Noaro. We're all running single file through
the number
chicane.
1 car as well now drops in between those two.
Yeah, he's running well actually, is Barrett. He started at the back of the grid, he's now to 15th.
Kevin Barrett, so he makes up another place. But the thing is now is the chase from Winrow on that pair in front.
Yeah, the other Winrow and then Griffiths. Now, interesting to note, Griffiths is in a Sigmax. The first of the two Winrows, which is Jamie Winrow, car 46, is in one of the 150s, and then Ben Winrow is in a Sigmax. And we know that the Sigmaxes and the 150s are very similar in terms of performance. Sigmax is about 145 brake horsepower, 150s, guessed by the name, 150 horsepower. Other than that, they're not too different underneath. That then comes down to the driver. So Ben Winrow trying everything he can to stay ahead of Wilkinson. They're side by side into the chicane, but now it's Jamie Winrow that leads this race in car 46. But him and Griffiths are going to have an almighty battle for this one. Two very, very potent drivers in two incredibly quick cars.
Yeah, Ben's not making much headway at the moment on that, but as you say, it is Jamie that's gone to the front and hangs on to that as they go down into the complex.
Back into the final corner, the number 1 car, I believe, has gained another position here. There's Moore behind him now with Barney. Then, actually no, Moore is actually, his transponder had a bit of a delay on it there. Barrett has gained 2 places on that lap. Benfield has done the same. Barney and Noaro have both dropped 2 each, so a big shuffle round there near the front of the 135s. It's Moore that's leading those at the moment, car 47. But great stuff by the top 3 so far, really enjoyable to watch. It's Jamie Winrow from the 16 car of Simon Griffiths, and then Ben Winrow. They're all right together now as they head towards Church Corner, hitting the apex now. The blue car, Jamie Winrow. White car, Simon Griffiths. Yellow car, Ben Winrow. Griffiths pulls out to the right hand side as they come up towards Club. Oh, I think Ben might have been in the middle of the two of them for a moment there. Backs out of it. Any wise person would. Jamie turns in, tries to get the car settled before he flicks it the other way through the chicane. This is lining up to be an almighty titanic fight between these three. This is going to be great.
And it's the white car back at the front, so Griffiths now leads from Winrow and Winrow. And Ben is still on the back of that trio. Someone comes through there, engine not sounding too great, missing a little bit, or maybe even hitting on the rev limiter as the leaders go down to the complex. And I think Griffiths still got the advantage. It just looks like the white car at the front.
I was just thinking earlier, where is Kramer in all of this? Because Harry Kramer was supposed to be in the race, the 121 car, but seemingly he didn't start the race, I'm afraid. Oh, we've got a big plume of smoke from one of the cars at the back, actually, just a big lock-up at that moment in time. That's the number 92, I think that's Aki Hussein, it is. The 92 machine just behind Clegg and White at the moment. We've just hit the 5-minute mark left in this race.
And we've just got a few spots of rain, so
heck, just ahead of the truck race as well.
Could be an interesting finish these last 5 minutes.
Could indeed. We've got Pointy just out the back of the commentary box at the moment, assessing the weather and the situation. Still got his sunglasses on his head though.
Trucks are forming up in the assembly area down here. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's watch this last couple of laps.
Yeah, we're 3 wide with the leaders now. Ben Winrow's gone through the middle of the other two. Beautiful stuff. Jamie Winrow now clings to the back of him, but they've got to be careful because Lambert and Wilkinson have been brought back into this fight as well. They've got traffic in front of them now. That's the 13 of Wood. But these top 5 are starting to become one train.
Yeah, Ben Winrow leading now then as they get that tail end, as they go through Allard. Well, they disappear behind the hospitality Thruxton Centre here. And I can't tell you much about it. Or as we go down towards the complex, well, let's see if we can pick them out. Can we? I've got a feeling it's still the no change in the order. The first three are through. Ben Winrow leads with Jamie Winrow and then Griffiths in third.
Yep, staying in the same order. I'm getting a replay on my feed right here, and Ben Winrow just after church just went clean through the middle of the pair of them. It was a great manoeuvre. He just saw the gap and just went for it, and then they all filtered back into single file from that point onwards. Awesome stuff. Very opportunistic by Ben Winrow. Jamie now sitting in second, but that train has got longer now. There are 5 of them together. Griffiths is still in third. Behind them, I think Lambert is still just ahead of Wilkinson as well. Yeah, they are. They all hug the right-hand line as they come up towards the club chicane then. And it's Jamie that takes the lead, and Griffiths is trying to go around the outside of him. Tries to outbrake him, doesn't do it, slots back into the gap. Now you've got Wilkinson right with Lambert as well, but the 5 of them come back past once again. Still single file. Then we've got a fight behind them, which is Ford, Ems and Lachlan. Ems now at the front of that one. Ford in second place there. And then Lachlan still just watching from the best seat in the house.
Yeah, Griffiths still in the middle of that Winrow sandwich as they go down to the complex yet again. With a couple of minutes left probably on the clock now, so we're getting towards the closing stages. They've got to make their moves, and it's Jamie Winrow now that leads them down towards the far end of down towards Noble. Can Ben fight back? We saw what he did a lap or two ago.
We did indeed. And it looks like he's really been caught by Lambert actually as they've gone round to Noble. There was nearly contact between the pair of them going on the back part of the circuit. Looks like Jamie Winrow starting to fly away. Ben Winrow's car looks a little bit out of shape at the moment. I'm not sure if he's having a tyre go down or something, but he's really having to catch it a lot. It's wobbling around quite a bit, at least from what I could see on the feed as well, especially at the back part of the circuit. It wasn't behaving.
Mark Naoro's out of it as well. He's into pit lane, so
no.
That race is run basically at this late stage.
I should say oh no, or oh no-aro.
Yeah.
Now Griffiths...
Never mind, keep going.
Griffiths has gone back through into the lead, but Jamie Winrow
last
stays
lap
alongside.
this time. Last lap.
Oh, Lambert's looped it. Lambert spun it around. He's just been missed by Wilkinson somehow. Wilkinson did a fantastic job there, but Lambert's car is now stationary. Not quite in the middle of the road. He's getting going again. Yeah, he's creeping it away now, and he continues racing.
And Griffiths has gone back to the front, so Griffiths now coming under some heavy pressure through Allard. From Jamie Winrow it is. Ben Winrow still sitting there in third, just looking to make the move when he can. And I think we've got to change. Griffiths gone back into the middle of that Winrow sandwich. So Jamie Winrow leading, having seen the last lap board go out. And they are on their way to the bottom end of the circuit.
Yeah, he has. I could just see them go between 2 of the buildings from here. And he's got back into the front as Jamie Winrow. Griffiths has been fighting so well in this one. Let's not forget though, Jamie Winrow's in one of the 150 cars, and the other 2 around him are the Sigmaxes as well. They're very similar in performance as I've mentioned, but still they do have their differences, and it's great stuff from all 3 of them at the minute. Still leading the 135s is Moore in car 47, 15th overall, but he's got Barney and Treadwin, the next 2 cars behind, albeit some 6 seconds back. So I'll keep my eye out the window now for the leaders to come through Church. And they're with us once again. Jamie Winrow leading Griffiths. They all tuck into the slipstream. Griffiths moves over to the left. Winrow, Ben, moves very far over to the left. I think he's going to have the pair of them by the time he gets to the final corner. He's in front. Griffiths is sideways, turns in on Jamie Winrow. They've just completely swapped around with Griffiths in the middle. Ben Winrow leads them out the final corner, and it's going to be a win for the number 24. What a fantastic race that was.
Yeah, Ben Winrow takes that punch in the air inside the little cockpit there. He's more than happy with that.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I mean, he started what? I'm just going to get the grid back up. Ben Winrow started that race 21st on the grid, and he came through and won that. That was absolutely awesome. And let's not forget as well, that was a race for fun, essentially. That wasn't a championship round. That was just more time on track for these guys. They're here for the weekend. It saves them having just 1 race today, and it means that they can all have a lot more fun out there. The number 47 of Moore comes through to take the win in the 135 class. Let's not forget as well that Winrow Jamie, car 46, still wins the 150 class. Awesome racing. Barrett didn't really make any more further progress once he'd got through the order, but even still, I don't think he's going to mind. That was an absolute hoot. I loved that. Really good stuff from the Caterhams again.
Well, trucks are being prepared. I can see those. You can probably hear them in the background. We'll have a quick word with the Caterham guys, especially Ben, because I think we've spoken to him this weekend so far. So, Ryan Smith, I can see standing in the assembly area, looking to get another victory in this one if he can. The UFI Filters sponsored truck. Steve Powell's truck over the far side. So looks like we've got a fairly good entry for this final race. They're all coming through. The pace truck now comes into the assembly area as well, so it'll be very quickly they will be back out on circuit with you for our final truck race of the weekend, I think, Chaz. But just waiting a moment or two for the guys to get their helmets off. Well, Ben, what a race. Great little race from the three of you at the front. You put it over on your brother in the meantime, but there was this man in between you that was causing you a few problems.
Yeah, it was a strange one, really. Obviously, starting 21st on the grid, I had quite a lot of work to do before I got there. And then yeah, at the end, with the slipstream, I knew probably being first at the end, onto the last lap isn't optimal. Second or third is probably the place to be, and that's where I ended up and managed to take the win.
And then a few spots of rain as well with about 4 or 5 minutes to go. So did that make much difference to you? Did the adhesion start to disappear?
To be honest, I started to see them on my visor, but it was more confidence rain, as they call it. It doesn't really affect the grip, it just sort of gets in your mind a little bit. So it was okay in the end.
Yeah, indeed, and a bit of a strange start. 3 warm-up laps or whatever it was. I'm not too sure what was going on.
Yeah, same. I was confused. I didn't think anyone knew whether the race was about to start or not. But no, it was, yeah, a bit shorter than we'd all liked, but no, still a good race.
Excellent, congratulations on that one.
Thank you very much.
Well done indeed. Simon Griffiths next up. Where's Simon? Simon. Good little race there. You're in the Winrow sandwich for most of the time, but you seem to stick it out on them a couple of times to get it to the front, but then they got the better of you in the end.
They did, yeah. It was, like I say, a game of chess again, but we was in there and good race. Very good, interesting race.
Car going okay?
I was like, I'm actually done for it.
I did the press one
In Park Fermé with the Winrow brothers. What entertainment. Well done, guys.
Thanks, yeah, no, that was a great race, starting 21st and then managing to get to the front by the end. Yeah, can't ask for much more than that.
I mean, we knew it was going to be slightly chaos, but can either of you explain the start for us?
No, 3 green flag laps, we meant to have 1, I think. I really don't know what was going on, to be honest.
And what did the stewards say to you? Because it feels like maybe people got different messages. What did the stewards say when they came down the grid?
The message I got was there was going to be 1 extra green flag lap, and then, but at the end of that, I was expecting the lights to come on, so everyone half went for it, not knowing what to do, really.
Because I think the leader of the race went racing at that point. But you both had to come through quite a few number of other races.
Yes, no, you're right. The start was very chaotic, trying to work out who's in the slower car and who you're going to approach quicker. But yeah, when I saw Ben in my mirrors, I was like, oh god, that's not ideal. Because I was hoping to be halfway down the road by that stage, but no, it was a brilliant race, and me, Simon and Ben had a great battle in those last few laps, so yeah, brilliant.
Just explain the difference between the two cars for us.
So it's the kind of the numbers, kind of the horsepower, the brake horsepower, and these are virtually the same. So the 150 and the Sigmax are pretty much the same. The 150's got slightly more power, but they've got slightly more weight as well. And then the 135s are, again, slower, considerably slower. So at the start, you know, it was really chaotic trying to get through the slower cars.
And the grid was drawn out of a hat, which it just is absolute bedlam, isn't it?
Yeah, no, and I mean that was brilliant fun, like really was, and you know everyone's here for fun, and especially this race was, you know, a bit of a laugh, and that's exactly what it was.
And you've had an absolutely sensational weekend. Is it 2 wins and a second place?
2 wins and a bit of a lower down one. 2 wins and an 8th, yeah. But yeah, very happy with the wins.
So when you reflect on the weekend, what did you take away?
I think it's I'm very happy, obviously, and I think, yeah, I learned some things, but yeah, no, very happy overall.
And we've got about 2,000 fans in and around the arena today. Entertain them all as well.
Thank you, yeah, hopefully.
Well done, guys. Have a safe journey home.
Thanks.
Trying to get number 16 if we can. Just stay with me for a second. Simon, grab you a sec. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yes, entertaining race. Come from the back to the front, near the front, so yeah, good.
I've just spoken to the Winrow brothers. Can you explain the start at all? They couldn't?
Somebody broke down on the grid, so then they had to reform the grid on another green flag, and then everybody messed the restart up, so we had to do another green flag.
Everybody but you, yeah?
Pardon?
Everybody but you.
Well, I don't know, I'm second, so it's not quite first.
How many overtaking manoeuvres did you take part in that sort of 15-minute race?
I think I came from 17th to second, so not too bad.
It's great fun, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We ought to do that more often.
Favourite race of the weekend?
Oh yeah, most certainly.
And I think it would be the same for all the fans watching as well.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the entertainment, really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers.
Trophies back out once they've been disinfected, of course. Yeah. But yeah, so we can see the marshals now out on the grid. They're just doing a last little walk around. I can't see any caterhams left in sight, but we have now had the tyre bales reinstated on Club Chicane. So I should hope that soon we will get the nod from John and we'll have some trucks out on track, John.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long. I'm just wandering around the assembly area here. It's fairly tame and fairly quiet. Drivers all in the cabs. You can hear the engines running in the background. So we will be away very shortly. And just wandering over towards Adam Bint's truck. If we get a chance, I'll have a quick word. I don't know whether he can be able to hear me in there or not. Adam, I don't know if you can hear me, but what was the problems?
We had a cracked oil cooler. They noticed on the when we was gridding up, so we just done a formation lap and come back in, save the engine.
And presumably you've changed that now, so you're ready to go again?
Yeah, we've changed that, we're ready to go. Hopefully we're starting from last position, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, we've seen you come through the field before, so good luck.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Well done, Adam. There you go. You heard it from Adam himself there, Pointy. So
indeed. So that just confirms suspicions. One person, unfortunately, who wasn't able to make those all-important repairs to his truck was a firm favourite of the spectators, Paddy Mack, who I just saw pulling around the paddock, probably getting ready for an early leave. He's had no luck at all this weekend getting his truck out.
Great weekend, John. In Park Fermé with John Moore. Fantastic weekend in the Caterham 135.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's been brilliant. Best by far results. Never been better than 16th before. So third yesterday, fourth in the first race today, and I think that's best in class today.
That is a win officially in the 135. Congratulations.
Thank you, cheers.
It was madness out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was one of the ones who messed up on the start. I misheard it completely as starting the green flag lap, which I thought was weird, but assumed the lights had stopped working or something. So. Yeah, then had to sort of do the walk of shame back to the start of the grid.
You're the first person to admit you did something wrong. Everybody's trying to sort of blame everybody else.
It was really obvious. I was driving around thinking I know I've done something wrong here, but yeah. Luckily they regridded us, started again, got swamped by all the faster guys first couple of laps, but settled down and held my position. So
well, look, all you can do is win your class. You've done that. Fantastic weekend. Congratulations, John. Thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bulky if he lost, so I said remember, it's